Eating better is easier with KOO produce. Homegrown from our plus to your plate. KOO uzogcwala. Fresh produce grown right here in Mzansi. Aye, we got you. Picked and packed at its prime, from our plus to your plate, making eating better as easy as adding color to your plate. With KOO's range of vegetables and fruit, uzogcwala nge-KOO. As we said to make eating better, easier. Color your plate with KOO.
I'm feeling okay going into the elimination round today. I just want to be safe.
I'm feeling nervous about the elimination round because the competition is getting tougher, but I am looking forward to taking out my talent and bringing the best that I can.
I'm feeling a bit nervous about going to the elimination round because I'm not sure what to expect.
The mood is slightly more somber in the kitchen today, and understandably so. Today is the very first elimination challenge in this competition.
Today you'll be cooking to stay in the competition, but the stakes are even higher as this is a double elimination challenge.
That's correct. Today, 2 of you will be going home. Now for the challenge. Now we all strive to live a balanced and healthy lifestyle, and that includes enjoying a treat now and then. Today we'll be testing your baking skills.
I absolutely hate baking. I don't have patience for it.
You'll have 90 minutes on the clock to prepare your most creative bake using any of the KOO Fruit products.
We want to see interesting ways of incorporating an extensive range of KOO fruits into your decadent and delicious baked item.
And to help us taste and to make that very difficult decision, let's meet today's guest judge.
I'm a TV presenter. I started on television when I was 18, back in 2006. So I've been doing this for about 15 years now. I'm looking forward to being here today because I have never baked from scratch ever in my life. I've only used the easy bake mixes.
Pearl Modiadie.
Hello contestants! Ruben, Arthur, I'm so happy to be here and I hope you guys are excited for the next challenge and ready to make some delicious and decadent treats like how you described them, Arthur.
Let's get straight into it. This is a double elimination challenge. You'll have 90 minutes to impress us with your bake. This fully stocked pantry has got all the baking ingredients that you might need, as well as a host of KOO Fruit products.
Contestants, it is almost time to bake. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. I'm rooting for you. Good luck for today. Ready, steady, color your bake.
So this is the first baking challenge of the season. Well, Pearl, you're quite lucky to be here. Right. You're going to be tasting some nice sweets today.
I
don't know how sweet it's going to be. I mean, 2 people are going to be eliminated.
That's why they're all nervous.
You could see, you could kind of like feel the tension.
I'm feeling really nervous now that we've started. I have a plan. I'm going to stick to it. And I just hope that I can finish everything in 1.5 hours. I'm going to make an apple and pear almond sponge, so it's a gluten-free sort of cake with a guava coulis and apple and pear compote with ginger and a white chocolate and olive oil mousse. And then I really want to make some apple crisps and some lime and lemongrass fruit caviar if there's time.
I'm trying to make choux au croquelan using KOO peaches and apricots as the filling, and hopefully I'll have enough time to get everything cooked and ready.
I love cheesecake, so I'm planning on making cheesecake, but I don't have setting time with the gelatine that's required. So what I'm going to do is add a bit of cream and hope that it sets in time. I'm trying to make a sponge cake, which I'm going to incorporate into the dessert that I initially tried to do, but it's going to be part of the dessert. I'm very anxious, but hoping that I'll beat the time.
I'll be making the caramelized pineapple tartine with some rooibos custard, for some little bit of white wine, with some pear puree, with a little bit of some hazelnuts. I'm feeling a bit nervous. I used to bake a lot, but now not anymore. I don't like it. It's not one of my favorite, but I can if I want to.
Today I'll be making a cinnamon and apple swirl cake, serving it with a beetroot and white chocolate mousse. And also I'll be having a hazelnut and dark chocolate dust with a salted caramel. I am a little bit confident because I know exactly what I want to do. I just hope that everything gets executed well enough for me to, or in time, for me to get it onto the plate today.
I'm extremely nervous because baking is not my strongest point. So today I'm just making chocolate cake and then with a biscuit crumble and some fresh fruit and just trying to decorate it nicely so it can look elegant enough. I'm not a good baker. Sometimes I do bake biscuits. My head is spinning and I'm just gonna give it my best.
For overall improved well-being, put that special something into any meal with KOO Beetroot. Picked and packed at its prime, from R+ to your plate. Color your plate with KOO. Enjoy the delicious wide range of KOO fruits as a tasty treat or on its own. Picked and packed at its prime, from R+ to your plate. Color your plate with KOO.
So Pearl does this almost on a daily basis, eh, Khuma?
Yes.
So you're like completely comfortable with baking?
Not really, this is a challenge, so I'm not. But this is what I do.
Yeah.
So I think I've got it. But
You
I
do
don't-
have it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at this point, I've got the hazelnuts in the pan. I'm toasting it slightly to add some flavor to it, and eventually I get it into the blender, not realizing that it's coming straight from the pan into the blender, and I'm heating the blades up. And at this point, I add my chocolate, and I turn it into a chocolate paste. I have to start all over again. Still struggling, but it's getting there. This caramel's just not having its day today. And I think removing it from the heat while I'm whipping the cream in there is kind of helping, so I figured you out, caramel.
The beetroot I'm blending right now for my biscuit batter, just for the color to reflect from the chocolate of the cake with the red. I think that would look good.
So these colors look interesting. What's happening here?
This is a pineapple and coconut biscuit batter, and this is a beetroot and strawberry jam batter.
Lona, you're always trying to hide vegetables for your kids in your food. It's been like that from the first time I saw you.
Yes.
This is the trick I'm going to steal, actually, because I didn't think there'd be veggies or fruits in here, right?
Smells good so far. It looks
Right?
good.
Yes, I love this great energy, girl.
I don't have a lot of rings, so there's only way to make it. You make a nice ring using foil. It's gonna stick, it's gonna stay well, everything's gonna be like a team.
Is it supposed to fall apart?
No, isn't that what it's doing? Don't stress me out. After 28 minutes, my cake is still really, really runny, and it should have been done by now. This is going to throw my timing completely off.
Contestants, half an hour done.
Only 1 more hour to go. Time flies.
There's a lot of tension today in the kitchen. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening.
Well, because it's baking, things can go wrong. The added pressure of the double elimination.
The stakes are high.
Yeah.
I am trying to move as fast as I can. My biscuit topping is already done. It's in the freezer cooling. So now I just need to add the eggs into the flour paste and my pastry will be ready.
The cookies go into the oven with my wafer rusk to go over my cake, and I'm just hoping that it all bakes together at the same time and nothing goes wrong.
It baked, sunk in the middle a little bit, probably from the weight of all the fruit, and got a little bit too brown, but nothing I can't hide with some icing sugar.
Half an hour to go, contestants.
I take the tin out of the oven and I looked at it, and really it looks very good, and I think I'm happy with it.
I'm really happy with how they came out. They're nice and crunchy on the top, just like I wanted, and nice and brown. I'm just working on my fillings, getting them to cool as quickly as possible so that I can pipe them and plate them.
Ooh, I thought I put it off the top grill was still on, so I'll just have to see what I can salvage from the ones that's not burnt completely and take it from there, I suppose.
I am holding my breath as I drop this liquid into the cold oil.
I don't think my oil is cold enough. My last thing that I could do is empty all of this oil into the ice to make it extremely cold really fast.
They look like they are setting as they float to the bottom of the jug.
I've hit all the right notes with that cake because I can smell all the flavor.
The cake disappointed me because I think I left it for a longer while in the oven, but hopefully my cream cheese mixture will show up for me.
10 minutes, guys, 10 minutes. You have to be plating at this moment.
The competition's on.
So help me God.
The Lord's Prayer. Are you happy with it?
I am.
Okay, you have a few minutes to finish your plate, but yeah.
Everything has gone to plan thus far. The only thing I'm concerned about is the consistency of my fillings and the heat of the choux buns. They haven't quite cooled down.
My caviar melted. I think it's just warm, so like there, some.
Is the plate warm?
I think it's just the air's warm.
The temperature.
You have 1 minute to go. Last finishing touches, guys. When it comes to pastry, we want it to look beautiful. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from your plate. Well done, guys.
Shaya combo fast. KOO mixed veg seasoned and tasty combinations nje, picked and packed at its prime from our plus to your plate. Color your plate with KOO. Enjoy the delicious wide range of KOO fruits as a tasty treat or on its own. Picked and packed at its prime from our plus to your plate. Color your plate with KOO.
Well, our first bake challenge for the season and our first double elimination. Arthur, what do you think of that?
Hectic, hey?
Yeah, I think so.
But I'm really looking forward to, tasting the amazing creations from, today.
Yeah. They were so stressed in the beginning, and I understand why, because they just wanted to create beautiful creations, which they did. I'm highly impressed.
In that case, can we have the first bake?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I try to use as much fruit as possible, especially the ones that I knew the flavors would work well together.
So Ilam, wow, you've had a few ups and downs today.
You could say that. At one point, I didn't think I was going to get anything.
Oh man, tell us what you made.
I made an apple and pear almond sponge, so it's a gluten-free cake with a white chocolate and olive oil mousse, an apple, pear and ginger compote, a guava puree, and then there's some toasted coconut, some julienne mint, and some grapefruit segments for garnish. And then I made some lime and lemongrass pearls for Pearl. Oh! But they melted.
We did see the pearls. I could smell it and I'm sure it's going to taste delicious and we're looking forward to it. Okay.
Thanks, Tishes.
I really hope that my flavor combinations work well. I know it's not too sweet, but I am worried about the bitterness from the lime.
It's not my favorite dessert I've ever tasted.
I think with the lime is always there's the lime and lemongrass pearls that you wanted to make that now melted. It's quite acidic. I love the grapefruit together with the white chocolate and olive oil mousse. That's a very nice combination together with the cake itself.
You can see the passion coming through.
Yeah,
there, so-
definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, let's taste the next one.
I'm hoping that they will love it the way I love it. It looks presentable and the taste are just adding up. I'm presenting the pineapple tartar 10 with some rooibos custards for South African flavors. And I just added some pear and white wine with some orange puree. And then I got some hazelnuts with some little bit of crushed pineapple also.
Thank you, Tabisha.
Thank you,
Thanks,
judges.
Zisha.
I think I've made it worked enough to make the fruit shine through because that was the one on top with the caramel on its own. So I think actually it's more pineapple than anything else.
When it comes to flavors, that rooibos custard, really good. Not just in terms of taste, it's not that sweet actually, which is nice, and really a good infusion of the rooibos. The only thing is I would say the pastry may be slightly underdone.
I think there's something that he did to the pineapple, also just bringing some caramel taste into it. I think it just works.
Right, I agree with the both of you on that one. I've never had rooibos custard in my life and I want more of it because of Tabisha. It's so good.
We're going to try the next one.
Baking is definitely not my best friend, especially not today, but I'm happy with everything that I've did today. So today I've got a apple and cinnamon swirl cake. I'm serving it with a beetroot and chocolate mousse. It also has a hazelnut and dark chocolate dust, and I'm serving it with a salted caramel sauce.
Thanks, JP.
Thank you, JP.
Thank you so much, judges. I'm definitely most proud of the actual cake because it just really did bake very well. It's moist, it's everything that I need it to be, and I've overcome a little fear of mine. I'm very, very happy about it.
The sweetness that you get from the caramel together with the sponge cake, I think is overpowering for me.
It is quite sweet, but isn't that what a dessert is supposed to be? This is my kind of dessert. I really like it.
That mousse it's actually quite refreshing. And together with that little dust, also that dark chocolate and hazelnut, I kind of like that.
It had the makings of a good dessert.
Yeah.
I like it. It's my favorite so far.
Let's try the next one.
Looking down at my plate as I'm walking to the judges, I do feel like my plating is underwhelming, but I'm hoping the flavor will be there, pack a punch and impress them. I have prepared for you peach and apricot choux croquelan, and yeah.
Thanks, Lesego.
Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy. I'm confident that my dessert is not too sweet. It's creamy, it's decadent. However, it would have been that much better with that spicy heat from the apple butter.
It was a nice surprise when I bit into it and everything was oozing out. Yeah, so delicious. So fun to eat as well.
Every mouthful was such a delight, hey? All the elements that she added here are really working well together.
Yeah. The choux pastry itself, it's beautiful and light. It's spot on. Are we ready for the next one?
Yes.
I'm looking at my plate and I feel confident and I feel happy, but I'm thinking, what are the judges gonna say? I made a chocolate cake and then a chocolate mousse with guava, and my biscuits on the side has pineapple and coconut in, and the crumble at the bottom has beetroot.
Thanks, Ilona.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It just came together nicely, and overall I'm happy, and I know the taste is there, and I think that's also what matters most.
For me, I'm really confused about this bombardment of different tastes and textures that actually don't work. I don't know.
This reminds me of home. It feels hearty, and I like hearty.
I think she overused sort of almond essence. She
Is
used
that what
too
it
much
is?
of it. Because, I mean, almond essence can be like overpowering if you add too much to it. Let's try the next one.
I'm happy with my plate, but I don't think I have enough fruit to impress the judges. I made cheesecake. With my crumbs, I used tennis biscuits and then a little bit of crushed coconut. And then I used pineapples and just caramelized them.
Thank you, Khumo.
Thank you. Me using one fruit didn't satisfy me, so I'm very worried. If I'm feeling this way, chances are they will feel the same way too.
The cheesecake, it tastes elegant for me. It's actually like a very nice, refreshing, taste of the cheesecake that we expect. But unfortunately for me, I don't think Homo met the brief because there isn't anything that is baked, and today it was a baking challenge. But also, her use of the fruits, KOO Fruit. I don't think sight of the pineapple and touching them really is going to cut it on this show.
It comes across as an afterthought, basically.
Yeah.
Well, again, this was a tough one. The first baking challenge, 2 people going home. I think everyone put it out there today, and they were just fighting out there to stay in the competition. Yeah, it's time for us to make that tough decision.
It's nerve-wracking because I do know that 2 people are going to be out today.
I'll be very happy to make it through to the next round.
It's a really tough day today. You know, for some of you that's not used to baking, obviously this was quite a daunting task. And ultimately, I think we tasted some really delicious bakes out there today. So well done.
Homo, your cheesecake was real luxury. However, that tossed pineapple looked like an afterthought, and unfortunately, it let you down.
Ilam, the idea that you had in the beginning just sounded so amazing. A few things worked out and a few things just didn't work out.
Ilona, so we felt like the elements that you included in your dessert were all over the place and they didn't make sense together.
Lesero, that choux pastry was oozing with deliciousness.
Tabisho, great idea, very well executed. The flavor combination together with that rooibos tea custard just really worked. But it wasn't all perfect. The pastry, I felt, was just slightly undercooked.
JP, your caramel sauce was too sweet and terribly overwhelming, according to some people. But I really liked it. I thought it was delicious, tasty, and it was a real treat. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now as you know, we're eliminating 2 people today. JP, Lesego, Tabisho, congratulations, you're safe. Unfortunately, for the 3 of you, I don't think today you performed at your best. And when it comes to baking, obviously being an exact science, it's really more tough than just cooking competition. Ilam, you are safe. Which means, Ilona, Homo, unfortunately, the 2 of you will be eliminated today. But keep on baking and keep on cooking.
Hearing my name, that I'm being eliminated, just brought a whole set of emotions.
Okay, and to the rest of you, we will see you in the next round.
Honestly speaking, it was a privilege and I really appreciated every minute of it.
Next time on Color Your Plate with KOO, the top 6 have to impress the toughest critics of all, kids. And with elimination on the cards, who will be safe and who will be going home? Joining the judging panel is media personality and former Miss SA, Lisa Laurie Mtombeni. Just add color to your plate with KOO's range of fruit and vegetables. Eating better has never been easier. KOO uzogcwala.
Another feel-good production.